Hello, everybody, and welcome to Awesome Comics, your one-stop shop for everything comic book entertainment. I am your host, Walter Benasiak, and today we are talking about Season 2 of The Flash on the CW. It's a show that we all really enjoy, and we're going to talk about Season 2 in a minute here. But I wanted to remind everybody that later this week, we're going to have another bonus episode, more of us. I know you guys love it. And another guy you might be familiar with, Doug Walker, is going to be here to review X-Men Apocalypse later this week, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Okay, so I want to always, as always, want to thank you guys for commenting about what you guys want to see in the show. We're going to cover as much of what you want to see us cover as possible. Keep commenting. Always comment and ask what you want to see us cover, and we'll do our best to cover that. Okay, now for intros. We're going to go to the left here first.
Okay.
She hasn't been on the panel in a while, but now she's back. My friend, your friend, Heather Roos.
Yeah. Hi, guys. I'm excited to be back in the panel. I have been on the episodes. Make sure if you didn't watch some of the cutaways, go back and watch those because they're super fun. And today's is pretty sweet.
And over here, he has a flashing on as well. My friend, your friend, Mr. Brian Porter.
What's up?
And to my right over here, the fiery redhead of the show, Miss Ayanna Wade.
Just insert a fire graphic here.
We can give you Firestorm
Do we
here.
have budget for that, you guys?
She's
Hey,
the
guys.
Firestorm. All right, we're going to be talking about Flash Season 2. Okay, no spoilers first. I'm going to give you guys a spoiler warning before we go into some specifics about this season. We're going to go overall opinions first. Let's go with Ayanna first. Overall opinions of Season 2, what did you think?
Overall, I liked the show Flash. I actually preferred season 1 over season 2. I think the overall arc of the villain, I guess we should say, was stronger with season 1. It felt more immediate and intrusive into his life, whereas season 2, it was more like fisticuffs. I don't know, more, I would say. So I prefer season 1, but I still liked season 2 overall.
Porter.
I liked it a lot too. It was a really good season, a lot of really strong episodes. There was some things I wasn't a huge fan of, but overall I liked it a lot. I think I liked this season a little bit better than season 1. There was a couple of things that I liked better. That, they were able to get into the stuff faster. Starting at episode 1. Mm-hmm. So I liked that a lot better. I thought it flowed a little bit better. I liked it.
Okay, Heather, what'd you think?
I really enjoyed it. I love that they brought in certain elements from the comics, some other hints at other speedsters that, I can't go too much into it.
We'll get into it.
We'll get into it. But I really liked the character development that they did this season. I felt like they really developed Barry Allen as a human being rather than just a superhero. So I enjoyed that. I'm not sure whether I liked season 1 better than season 2. I liked that season 2 kind of differentiated from the monster of the week type formula of season 1. So I did enjoy that.
Okay. My opinion, I think season 1's better by a decent amount at least. I think that having Barry's, the whole thing about his mom dying and everything, that entire situation, I think was that being the focus, like the core of season 1 and like going back to that moment and everything, I think that was just really strong. Season 2, they got to branch off and do different things, stuff with Earth 2 and everything. Freaking great. I still really like it. I just think season 1 was a little bit stronger overall, especially character-wise. Okay, so that is our overall opinions of the show. We're going to have to go into spoilers now. So if you haven't seen it yet, you can stop here and come back later. But if you have seen the show, keep on watching. We're going to go into what we liked most about the show, the positives from season 2. And we'll start with Porter. What did you think that were your favorite stuff from this?
Barry is awesome. I like him developing his powers more, his speed better. Jay Garrick, I really liked Jay Garrick popping up at the first episode. He looked great. He was an awesome feel for the character. It was really cool to see Jay Garrick. Gorilla Grodd looked awesome again. King Shark looked super cool. It's the closest thing we'll ever get to a live-action Street Shark, so I was cool with it. And overall, I really liked it. Zoom was a badass. Tony Todd voicing Zoom, super cool, super creepy. Loved it. Earth 2 looked great. Just overall, I liked pretty much everything about it. Like, they had a lot of really good stuff. Wells coming back with his, kind of Batman-y voice. Like, it was really good. He whispered really intense. But I really liked him. I loved him and Cisco, their relationship together.
For sure.
Wally was cool. I really liked that. Jesse Quick, everything about it. I loved pretty much everything. I thought it was really cool. But there are some other stuff that I was not a fan of.
Okay, and we'll get into that when we go into negatives. Positives, Heather.
I really enjoyed Grant Gustin as Barry Allen this
great.
season.
He's
He's
freaking
great. I
cool.
love him. He gets those couple of episodes where he has the man tears, and like I couldn't. I was crying so much.
The manliest of tears.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Especially one of my favorite episodes is when he goes back in time
Mm-hmm.
and like holds his dying mother in his arms. I'm like, I'm so sorry. This is amazing.
The head shake as he's
oh
closing
my
the door.
gosh.
I
Oh,
can't
it was-
even look.
It was wonderful, and I loved that moment. I also really liked Cisco this season, like you said too. I think they developed him really well. I love that he got powers.
Yes.
And was able to vision and
Fly.
things like
His
that. I
reverb.
love that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I loved that. I also really liked, like I said, some of the character developments that was happening there. So I just feel like it was solid.
Strong stuff. Okay. What's some of your favorite stuff?
I think my favorite episode this season was the Welcome to Earth 2 episode. I think the way that they handled Earth 2 was awesome. I really liked it. I actually even liked the Jay like lines where he's like, "Oh, what's Christmas? I don't know what Christmas is." Just kidding, we have Christmas on Earth. That was fun to like kind of feel out like what is on Earth 2? What's only on Earth 1? That was kind of fun. Also, I liked that Barry 2, I guess we can call Barry 2, looked like Milo from Atlantis, The Lost World Empire. Do you guys remember that movie? He looked straight
did.
just like Milo.
The round glasses?
Yeah, with the round glasses
Wow.
and everything.
Very stumbly. Yeah.
Yeah, right,
Can we make that
right?
movie, Disney?
Oh my goodness, seriously though. And they have Atlantis on Earth too, so I don't know, maybe
Live action
maybe.
Atlantis, I'd be
I don't know,
down.
but I really liked that a lot. I liked the little Titanic reference with Victor Garber and Firestorm in that episode where they were talking about like, hey, I got a Titanic soundtrack in the back. That was really funny.
All right, so negatives, there's a pretty decent amount. So let's go into negatives right now. And do you have anything you didn't like as much this season?
I actually do. I have a few things I can talk about really quick. Season 1, like the first couple episodes, did this like Sherlock effects thing that never came up again. Why did we lose that? Does anyone know? Go back, watch the first couple episodes, and they have like little Sherlock effects of like Barry looking at the scene and being like, oh, it was like a foot long, blah blah blah. Never comes back again. That was weird. Also, the security at Star Labs drives me
awful.
up a wall. and including in season 2, there's the moment when they're like, we've increased security, and then boom, someone walks in and they're like, ah! At least I got a good laugh out of that because
Yeah.
I was like, oh good, they beefed up security, and they didn't beef up security. It's still terrible. Every episode in general, like the layout is kind of like, hey Barry, we gotta beat this person. Yeah, how do I beat him? You gotta run fast. How fast? Hella fast. Well, that's really fast. And then he runs really fast. That's literally every episode. How fast do I gotta run? Faster than you've ever run before, baby.
I got you.
That, and I don't super love Iris's character in
I
general.
completely agree with you.
I want to like her because there's way too much mansplaining about her feelings in every episode that everyone's doing for her. Like, don't tell Iris because she can't handle it. That's super annoying too, but it's not enough to make up for, I don't know, the lack of character motivation sometimes.
Motivation.
Motivation was the word I was going to coin. Thank you.
Thanks, Mickey.
You got it. But yeah, I don't love her. I would like to love her more, and I don't really. I don't know.
I
I think
agree.
my best reference, I told you guys before, like, is the episode where she's talking to Eddie and she's like, I understand that you can't tell me everything when you get home from work, but if you don't tell me everything when you get home from work, we're done. so you don't understand, is what you're
Yeah.
saying.
I really didn't know how I felt about like this Iris Barry thing going on because she was so like emotionally almost unstable at times. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know
I'm not
how I
ready for
feel
this.
about this.
I'm not.
But yeah, I don't
I
like
do.
Iris. Iris
Yeah.
bugs the crap out of me. Like
Yes.
in the season finale, a couple of times Barry's kind of like mopey, he's thinking, and she's just like kind of looks at everybody like, I got it.
Yeah.
And then she goes out there and talks to him. She's very like sympathetic or whatever, and then it's just like, okay, we get it. You know, you get Barry. How about we have someone else talk to him? And then again, she comes out there like, I got it. You know? And then she goes and talks to
Let
Barry.
me go into the Speed Force because he obviously has a stronger connection with me.
Yeah. Sorry, Pops. But yeah, I didn't like her. Other than that, my only other thing that I didn't really like was Barry's decision in the finale to go back.
God.
Like that was.
Yeah, that
It
was
was
so
way out of
frustrating.
nowhere.
Yeah,
I tweeted
it's like-
about it.
Yeah,
I couldn't even handle
When
my
it happened,
emotions.
I mean, we were watching. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah,
But
as soon
then-
as he opens up the time
Yeah.
travel, it's
Yeah.
like, where's he going? And it's like gets back to the house. It's like, what?
as it was happening, I was like, whoa, what? Oh, and but then like 1 second later, I was like, wait, no, no. They just dedicated
we have to go
an entire episode, in multiple episodes, to him
Right.
getting over his mom's death, and they
Right.
made such a huge point to it, and they went all the way back on that because his dad died.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't. I don't understand
If
why
you-
that would
It
make
makes
him go back.
You'd
to
think if he was gonna go back
save
in
his
time,
dad.
save
Save
his
his
dad.
dad,
and then
Exactly.
that would mess up the timeline still, and they could still do like a weird future or something.
But we were
sure.
over the mom. We
Yeah,
got
Right.
past
I
that.
completely
Past
agree.
it.
And they took so much care. Like they took so much care with the time travel this season. Like it was a big deal.
Yeah.
And like he was
It still was-
he tried to be careful occasionally about what he did,
Right.
and it blew up in his face a couple times. But it was
Yeah.
still like they took so much care and focused so much on
Sure.
like the repercussions of
the-
time
right.
travel. And
The
then he's like,
characters, yeah.
just kidding. I'm
I
gonna
think
go back
that's-
and do everything over.
One of the better parts of him going to Earth too was like the realization that his mom was alive over there. When he was
Yes.
like, "My mom called. Oh my God, my mom's
I-
alive
That's what
over
I'm saying.
here."
I love-
multiple.
Right.
I love that little
episodes.
that little Easter egg on the phone. It said Bruce
Oh, yeah.
Clark,
I
and then
remember
like
that
Hal or
also.
something like that.
That's funny.
I don't know if it said Diana on it too or whatever.
I
but that
think it
little,
might have. But yeah,
that little
they-
bit,
little allusion
speed
to,
dial. Yeah, I was like,
to
oh,
those guys.
so good.
For sure. But yeah, I think we all agree that ending was completely backwards. And I know they're going to be like, well, of course, because he was emotional and he's going to have negative repercussions and stuff. That's the point. You got to create a story. Well, yeah, but when you build an entire season around him getting over a death, and then even the first season was about that too.
Yeah.
So you build 2 full seasons about him getting over his mom's death, and then in the last episode of the second season, you completely spit in the face of all that. I thought that was a little stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the show, like I said, but that was a
frustrated,
glaring
yeah.
hole for me.
Yeah. So now we've got some weird Flashpoint.
Yeah.
thing
Right,
going
well,
on,
Right,
so-
this is
that's
going
the
to
only
be
kind of thing that I
their
could.
version of that.
Right, Flashpoint Paradox. It's on Netflix. Go watch it.
Okay.
Sorry about the animation.
We'll talk about that later. People are going to hate us.
Oh, hey guys. We're here at Chemshaw 13 Donuts and Comics in Crown Point, Indiana, and we're going to talk to some people about The Flash Season 2. Once I finish my donut, though. No wonder this room is so safe. It's protected by S.H.I.E.L.D. Guys, look! I found the TARDIS! I'm gonna go see if it's really bigger on the inside. I'm here with Bob. So, Bob, tell me a little bit about the store. What exactly do you guys do? What is this?
Oh, we do donuts and comics. They actually work very well together. People come in for one and they end up walking away with the other.
Do you know how this came about? Like, who thought of donuts and comics?
Well, our 2 owners, Jason and Lynette. Jason has done comics and gaming and he's a real cultural enthusiast for quite some time. And Lynette was a pastry chef at a 5-star hotel in Vegas for a while.
If you had to pick your favorite donut that you have here, what would you recommend to anyone who wants to come?
Ooh, oh my. I'd have to say red velvet cake donut with cream cheese. We don't make it all the time, but if you come in the store, honestly, if you see any cake donut they make here, apple, blueberry, but with a cream cheese frosting, oh, it's delightful.
Now that I know your favorite donut, what's your favorite comic?
It would be a very closely guarded tie between the Punisher and the post 9/11 run of Captain America.
Have you heard the news that Captain America is really a Hydra agent?
What? That's absolutely preposterous. I don't believe that Steve Rogers is an agent of Hydra. I don't believe that all of these news reports are completely blown out of proportion, that there are no agents of Hydra anywhere. Hydra, I think, is just a myth.
Have you watched any of the Flash TV show?
Great show. It won me over when I could just ask somebody like, okay, Gorilla Grodd's in the series. Like, all right. Is he a big monkey? Is there a big monkey on the show? It's like, yes, there is. Like, oh, sold. And it just has a very nice light tone. They embrace the kind of goofiness, the goofy craziness that kind of characterizes the Flash and his rogues gallery, and I really like. I'm a big fan of the show.
Well, thanks for chatting with us today, Bob. Everyone should come and have a donut, some coffee, and some comics here at Chemshaw 13 in Crown Point, Indiana. Back to you guys in the studio.
Hail Hydra.
Sorry, it's delicious.
Thanks for bringing back the donuts for us, Heather.
I told you it was a sweet cutaway.
Oh no.
You got some good stuff there. You got
They're
some,
actually really good. They're delicious.
you guys go check that place out. Good stuff. Okay, anyway. We wanted to talk about our favorite characters and performances from this season. I'm going to start with Henry Allen / Jay Garrick.
Okay.
What did you guys think of Henry's overall story arc and him revealing to be the actual Jay Garrick in this season? Heather?
I mean, he was a good actor. I enjoyed his performance. I did think it was a little obvious that he was gonna be Jay Garrick, like Earth 2. Oh, hey.
As soon as he
it's
said
me."
my mom's
My mom's
maiden name
Yeah.
is Garrick,
It's like,
Garrick, I
whoa.
was like, yep.
Yep.
all right.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. But I mean, I enjoyed the acting. Excuse me, donuts. I enjoyed the acting. I did think he was a good character, but I thought it was a little obvious, the reveal. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, Jay Garrick was awesome. Or Henry Allen. I loved him better, like more so as Henry, just because he had a lot of heart to him. I loved every time he interacted
Oh, yeah.
with Barry. Like it was just, especially when Barry goes to the cabin after he loses his powers. He's like, I'm not a hero anymore. And Henry Allen's like, I don't give a shit. You're still a hero. Like you're my son. You're amazing. You do everything. You're like you're good. It doesn't. Your powers aren't what define you. It's your heart and whatever. It's just like. So good.
Yeah, I liked him even when he found out that he had powers and stuff, because he was like, yeah, but the Flash did all this stuff, and I'd be really proud of him if he was my son. I like they just have some really, really tender moments together. and I like it.
Absolutely.
So
All right. I loved him. Anyone else who stood out to you guys this season?
Cisco, man.
Cisco.
I love Cisco.
Keep talking.
Cisco is great. He's funnier than hell. I love all of his little pop culture quips. They're hysterical. His T-shirts are always awesome, and I liked his story arc with harnessing his powers more, how he dealt with Reverb,
Yeah.
especially.
I loved his little look as Reverb too.
Yes.
He's like
Yeah.
this whole samurai situation going on up here. I loved their interaction in general. It was really good.
Anytime Cisco's on the screen, it's just gold. So I love Cisco. He's probably my favorite.
The only good thing about Caitlin is the interactions that they were able to have together.
Right.
I loved him, the way he interacted with Caitlin after going to Earth 2 specifically, because he dealt with Killer Frost and then kept seeing her as Killer Frost after that. And then when she got to be able to like play a trick on him by saying like, Caitlin, I always hated that name. And he's like, oh my God.
Yeah, that
I
was so
loved that
good.
little bit with him. It was really funny.
That was really
Yeah.
funny.
Okay, what do we think of Zoom / Jay Garrick / Hunter Zolomon in this season?
It was really cool. It was a really interesting look. I would like someone to go through and count how many times someone says "run, Barry," because I swear it's like at
every
least
episode.
10 times per episode. And I would like to see which character gets it the most. Who
I'm sure
says
it's
it the
purposeful.
most?
I want one day in
Oh,
the
yeah.
future season for Barry to turn around and be like, no shit, I'm the Flash. It's kind of what I do.
Yeah.
No, you guys,
How
next time
fast do
I
I
think-
go? Hella fast. Just run. Just keep running real fast and hit him.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay, so are you excited for season 3? They kind of set up the Flashpoint paradox, like we said
Yeah.
before. You guys excited to see where we can go with this?
For sure. Here's what I want in season 3. Musical episode.
Oh, geez.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
'Cause
Because
you're
we
in Glee?
already know. No, I actually didn't know he was in Glee.
Wasn't
Well, he was in Glee. That's not why. But most of the actors on the show can sing. We've already seen it a few times. Also, go online, and I don't remember which one of the actors uploaded it, but they all sing a song on YouTube too.
It was Eddie,
No.
Joe,
I'll
and
tweet- yeah.
Yeah, Eddie,
Cisco.
Joe, and Cisco, and they were doing the Firefly
Yes, that's
theme
right.
song
That's
as a
right.
thank
That's
you to
what it
Joss
was.
Whedon.
There
I
you go.
remember-
See?
yeah.
Yep.
It was fantastic.
So go check that out. Also, go do a music episode, please, and thank you. I think of any superhero show, if anyone can do it, it's Flash. So make it happen, please, 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 please make it happen.
I want whatever happens in, Flashpoint Paradox and this and that, how cool would it be if we saw a little allusion to Terry McGinnis Batman Beyond? Kind of like a Dark Shadow with some pointy wings and
be
like the
great.
red symbol or whatever in the eyes. Like, who's that? Like,
That'd be
what? And then he just kind of like zooms by or whatever. Be like,
Any kind of allusion to Batman Beyond in anything at all, I'm for. So
I would lose
go
my
ahead
shit
and do
like a
that.
shit collector with amnesia. It would be amazing.
Go, what?
I mean, I'm excited for season 3. As frustrated as I am with the ending, I'm excited to see where they're going to take it, especially like you've already mentioned with Black Flash and like some of the other speedsters that they hinted at. I'd like to see Wally West get some speedster powers because Wally West is my favorite Flash.
Me too.
So I would
Yeah.
love to see that.
Yeah, I spent most of season 2 just being like, okay, so when do they get their powers?
And
So
then when they
is it
got hit
now?
with
This
the-
is when they get their
Gonna get it
powers.
now.
And then they get hit, and I was like, oh, so now they get their power. They still don't have their
No.
power.
We got Flash cock blocked. I so thought he was
Exactly.
going to get it.
Yeah, that's the wrong wording. Okay. So we're all excited for season 3. I think season 2 overall was still a really good show. I still love The Flash, but right behind Daredevil for me. But season 2, I think, dropped off a little bit just for me.
Yeah, but for regular network superhero shows, it's absolutely
not a
the
premium
best.
channel or
Yeah,
anything. It's
regular is still the
pulling
best.
off. Still pulling off. Supergirl's coming too to CW, so that might be interesting to see how they cross over with the CW shows now.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be interesting. Okay, pick of the week here. My hands are all sticky. I got
Bacon grease.
right bacon grease. There's a lot of talk about Rebirth right now with DC Rebirth. Well, I wanted to suggest a Flash Rebirth by Jeff Johns. So this brought Barry Allen back from the Abyss. He was in the Speed Force for years after Crisis on Infinite Earths, and this is the title that brought him back into the DC universe. So you get to see him interact with Wally and Bart and a bunch of different characters that he hasn't seen in a long time, and just seeing how he comes back and is integrated back into the DC universe and how he goes forward with everything and how this basically leads up to Flashpoint and everything. You can see the little seeds planted in here for that. And this is a really good read, so go ahead and check it out. It's a lot of fun, and if you like The Flash, if you like confusing time travel and other dimensions and stuff, you'll love this. So go ahead and check that out. Okay, so that's our thoughts on Season 2 of The Flash. Later this week, once again, we will be reviewing X-Men Apocalypse with Doug Walker, so make sure you come back for that. It'll be a bonus episode. And next week, we will also be talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. I don't know about that one yet. But Doug wants to join us for that one too. We all know he's a big TMNT fan, so he'll be on the show for that as well. We got double Walker action in the next 2 episodes of Awesome Comics. So, social media, all you guys, where can we find you?
You know where to find me. It's right here. Here. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Vogue it.
Oh, jeez.
Porter, where can we find
Facebook.com/awesomeporter.
you? All right.
I'm on Twitter at Heather Roos and Instagram at HRoos.
All right. You can always find me on Twitter at awesome_Walter. And I forgot to mention this earlier. We have a new Facebook page, guys. You need to go check out because there is a ton of bonus extra stuff that we put up on there all the time. Porter reviewed issue 1 of DC Universe Rebirth. If you want to check that out, we'll have exclusive pictures, exclusive mini reviews and everything. And we're also going to be putting up a mini review of Arrow Season 4 that Porter's going to do. That's going to go up exclusively on the Facebook page. So make sure you check that out. Awesome Comics on Facebook. It's facebook.com/awesomecomicshow. So you need to go check that out if you are enjoying this conversation.
And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button too.
Go ahead and do
Share
it.
it with your friends if you like it so much.
Yeah.
And if you want to see more about just comics in general, go watch our All Comics episode.
Yep, a couple weeks ago we did a Summer Comics preview, so go ahead and check that out if you want to know more about our specific thoughts on specific comic books. Okay, everybody, so for everyone here until later this week, when we will be reviewing X-Men Apocalypse with Doug Walker. I'm Walter Banasiak, these folks are awesome, and we will see you on the next page.